Okay, hey everybody. Okay, I'm back. We are going to make homemade fruit snacks. First, we're going to do fruit bites. So basically, all you need is some Knox gelatin. They come like this. I was looking for grass-fed gelatin, but I couldn't find it. I went to Whole Foods. So if you guys could find it, let me know where. You need about a cup and a half of fruit. Mango, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, whatever you'd like. I like strawberries. The kids like strawberries too. So I'm actually going to taste one of these to see what the sugar content is. They're not that sweet. So I'm going to cut them into little bites. I have a pot over there. You're basically going to take this fruit, cut up. You're going to take about 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm using this Clover honey. You could use whatever honey you'd like. I use this a little bit better quality. Only because, I mean, if you don't want to give your kids the crap that's in the regular fruit snacks and you're going to make it at home, you might as well buy better ingredients. That's kind of how I feel. So I'm going to take all these berries. I'm going to just roughly chop them up. You're going to take the berries, about a cup and a half, 2 tablespoons of honey, depending on how sweet your fruit is or not. My fruit was not sweet. I'm also going to do honey. You can do sugar if you want. I'm not going to do sugar only because I like how smooth the honey tastes. I don't know, I think it just gives it a little bit of that smoother tasting as opposed to the sugar. Now these strawberries look great, definitely tangy, so you might need a little bit more than 2 tablespoons of honey. So 2 tablespoons of honey and the fruit. You let it simmer until it releases all the juices. You're going to add 2.5 of these packages. If you add a little bit more fruit, then you add a little bit more. After the fruit releases all its juices, you're going to put everything in the blender. Blend it. If you want to strain the seeds at that point, you can. I might do that with the raspberry because I'm going to do raspberry fruit roll-ups also. A little different, the process for that. Those are going to go in the oven. These actually just get refrigerated. You put them either into a Pyrex. You might want to consider lining it with parchment paper. And you just refrigerate it. Just so it helps release it. I have these cute little molds. They're actually chocolate molds. To make chocolate bonbons. Which I might do at some point in the future. Make some homemade chocolates. And I'm going to use these small little ramekins. And basically once they're done and they're refrigerated for at least an hour, you just pop them out and then just cut them into, you know, squares or triangles or whatever you want. Pizza slices. And give them to the kids. You could even pack them in those little 100-calorie Ziploc bags. And I don't know. I think my kids love these. I love gummy bears and I love fruit snacks. You know, a lot of times when I give them to my kids, I eat them, which is not good. Shouldn't be eating my kids' stuff. But, you know, it's a good way to just give them something that's a little healthier. That's not processed. It's homemade. Alright, so after I cut the stems off of these, we do not have a cup and a half. If you go a little over, that's fine. Now getting back to what I was saying, if you want to strain it, once it's blended, that's fine. I'm not going to strain them because strawberries grow with their seeds. If you're going to eat the natural strawberry, you're going to eat the seeds. So I'm all for keeping the seeds anyway. I did find a mango. I don't think it's quite ready. I thought about doing these in a mango version because I love mango. So do my kids. But I'm going to see when I open it up what it looks like. So you need about a cup and a half. This measuring cup is about So we're not quite there. So basically you're going to use an entire container of strawberries. That's what it looks like. Just depending on the strawberry size. Okay. I'm done chopping these up now. I'm going to throw them in. I'm going to put the heat on. And then I'm going to throw them in my pot. Let's see. Shut this up so you guys can see. I'm going to throw this in my pot. I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of honey. 1, 2. Might have been a little bit more because the fruit is not that sweet. I'm going to let it slowly simmer. Once the fruit is broken down, I'm going to put it in my blender. And what I'll do is I'll be back at that point. Thank you. Hey everybody, so we're back. I'm just going to show you how much liquid the fruit has released. You can see it's bubbling away. At this point, I'm going to take it off the heat and I'm going to pour it in my blender. So, I have my blender right here. For those of you who can see. Get it all out. Now save the pot because we're going to return this back to the stovetop. So when we add the gelatin, we have to, you know, whisk it in then. All right, so we're just going to blend. Sure it's really blended well. Honestly, it's okay if it's a little chunky. It smells so good. So we're going to return this back. Trying to get all the bits out. Okay, I'm going to finish doing this and I'll be back in a few seconds. Hey everybody. Okay, at this point I would taste it. See, it's nice and pureed. I would taste it. If you need to add a little bit more honey, I would do that at this point. I'm actually going to add just another drizzle of honey. Now this part is optional. I have some vanilla extract. I'm going to add a drop of it. Literally. A drop. Mix it around. And this is where I'm going to turn the heat back on again. And I'm going to take my, my first envelope of the unflavored gelatin. And I'm going to whisk it in. Really have to whisk it in well. Second one, see, lower the heat a little bit. And then I'm going to take my third one and I'm going to do half of that. So, mix it really well. As you guys can see. Really trying to whisk it well. Okay, I'm going to finish whisking this up. I know it's a little loud. And when I'm done whisking all these, we're going to mold them. Okay? See you in a few minutes. Okay, everybody. So I'm done whisking the gelatin. I poured mine into a measuring cup. That's about a cup. So I have these little ramekins. I'm going to pour these in the ramekins. I'm not going to make it too thick. Only because I want to be able to get these out. Then I'm going to cut them up once they're done cooling off. Now, like I said, you can do either a Pyrex, a glass Pyrex, or those, they have the new molds. I forgot what they're called already. Anyway, they have the flexible molds that you can pop in and out, you know, pop everything in and out of now. Those are pretty cool too if you can find little ones. Okay, now, I have these. I'm going to dry them off a little bit. I'm going to put these in the refrigerator immediately. And I have some Spectrum coconut spray. I'm going to spray these a little bit. I don't want them to stick. So, I have 1, 2. Hopefully I have enough for all the molds. Oh, that one a little over. 3. That was just 4. We will have enough. 5 and 6 and 7. Whatever's left over, you can just pour into the other ramekins, which is fine. I don't want to waste any of this. And that's pretty much it. I mean, all you have to do is refrigerate this now, and when they're ready to unmold in about an hour or so, you can cut them up and keep them in the refrigerator, of course, and then just give them to the kids. It's that simple. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make raspberry, strawberry for roll-ups next. But that will be my part 2. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. See, there we go. And I hope the kids enjoy them too. Please give me some feedback and let me know what you guys think. Thank you.